This year's Champions League is the first edition in the new format. The traditional group stages have been replaced by a 36-team league table, with teams 25 to 36 being eliminated, 24 to 9 making it into the playoffs, and 8 to 1 making it to the next round. And that is why today we will be making our official box-to-box Champions League predictions. Boys, are we ready?
Before we get into the video, we just got a little something to show you guys.
For my first overall pick, Firms FC is proud to select...
It smells like shit!
brother. Oh, tama na.
Where am I gonna put him? Bro, I don't want to put him.
Shameless! Shameless!
Nah.
Let's go! He's got to have won a treble. If he has not won a treble, conversations need to be had.
Go debate done. Dunzo.
He's never won a treble.
Brother, are you kidding me?
Bro, I know this is Patreon. You gotta calm it down. Now, let's get back to our predictions. The first team up is Paris Saint-Germain. Let's see what the French Giants are all about. With the departure of Mbappe not looking like much of a detriment, the French Giants PSG continue their winning ways in their domestic competition. But can they compete in the UCL?
I don't know. What do you guys
One
think?
thing that must be said, though, is the matchups that PSG got, regardless of how they perform, if they make it out of this in the top 8, moving on to like straight automatically the knockouts, that's a serious CL. That's a serious CL team, bro.
It's a very good
Arsenal,
team.
Atletico, Bayern, Man City. This might be one of the most difficult draws of the whole
It's a very tough draw.
bracket.
This is how we're starting off, boys. It's a tough one. French Giants, unfortunately, do they have enough to get them into that top 8? I don't know. We're going to have to see your predictions.
They do for me. I have them 6th.
You have them
Six?
six?
Yeah, I
Even
find
though
that's
they
high.
play Bayern and Man City, I still see them picking up a couple points against Bayern, maybe a couple points against Arsenal. I still got them 6, bro.
You also
They started off the season very well.
You got to take into consideration the away games. They're playing Arsenal away, so that
Bayern
definitely
away.
makes it more difficult for PSG. I got them 8th.
Bro, they're not playing Sturm Graz. They're not playing young boys. There's no free wins here. Regardless, I had them 12th.
12.
12th is a little low.
Low.
a little low.
Honestly, I'm right in the middle of you guys. I got them 10th. I think they'll still make that top 10. But listen, do they have enough? They don't have Mbappe anymore. Are they considered an elite
They
team
look
in
better
Europe?
without Mbappe,
Low-key,
Millie.
they scored 10 goals in the
Yes.
first 2 games.
I agree,
Was it
but
10?
now put
10
them
in
against
total.
tough
Is
competition.
Jean Neves a regen of KDB? Like, what's happening here? 4 assists,
Dishing out assists like this.
I mean, we're gonna see. We're gonna see if he's gonna be that guy against those top teams. So, anyways, that is where we have PSG. The next team up is the undefeated boys. Not undefeated anymore, but it is Xabi Alonso's Bayer Leverkusen. Coming in from an undefeated campaign, Xabi Alonso has Bayer Leverkusen firing on all cylinders. With Wirtz and Xhaka at the top of their game, can they be an underrated threat?
Look, Leverkusen have some easy fixtures here.
I ain't
AC
gonna
Milan
cap.
at home. That's a pretty easy fixture.
That's
a
a Mickey
guaranteed
Mouse
3
fixture.
points.
Like
I'm not
me, I
even
know.
gonna cap, bro. This is not even a rage bait because you're right. I think Leverkusen demolishes Milan, and low-key they beat Inter as
Where
well.
was this?
This
Where was
was
this?
way, this
no,
was way
logic?
too easy.
Where was this
rage
logic
bait-
yesterday?
This rage bait was a bit too easy here.
Leverkusen
just let it go.
is
We
way
let
too
that
good.
slide.
We're talking about one of the top 10 teams in the world right now.
I don't know. For
Leverkusen not a top 10 team.
Listen, you can check our power rankings. Ciao, bye, bro.
This is true on the podcast.
Shameless.
But aside from Praha, I mean, even teams like Feyenoord, I know there's no more slot, but Feyenoord is still a team to be reckoned with.
Brother, if you're not beating Stade Brestois, you
That's what I'm
better
saying.
get your bags packed.
Whoa, that's a top 3 Ligue 1 team last season.
Top league
Bro,
Bro,
like
just because
this.
you don't follow Ligue 1, like I follow Ligue 1, bro.
God
we can't all be Ligue 1.
Bayer
bro.
Leverkusen's 10th in my list.
I had them 11.
way too low. I got them 7th.
No, I think you're that nostalgia tax.
Yeah.
Your
How is it
rose-tinted
Brother,
glasses, brother.
Liverpool.
How is this a nostalgia
Liverpool,
tax?
they have Liverpool away, Inter at home, Atletico Madrid away.
Yeah,
I got
and
them
Leverkusen.
seventh.
What are they doing? Choking leads, winning in 90th minutes. They
still a win.
really got to
That
put in 100%.
sounds like you have them really low.
No, I don't have them
Liverpool?
low.
No,
I
he's
don't have
talking
them
about
too low. I
Leverkusen.
have them 12th.
12?
12th is my
Seems like a lot of thought went into that.
It is a lot. I have it written down right here. You can still consider them one of the better teams in Europe, but They ain't
but
that cream of
this
the
is a
crop
fair
anymore.
Firms, keep that energy though, because
I will.
saying that they are a clear win to Inter Milan, and then I want to see that in your power ranking.
I will.
Leverkusen is not above Inter in your power rankings.
Anyways, that is where we think the mighty Leverkusen will be. The next team up, boys, we're going to the Netherlands. It is PSV. With former Ajax and Lyon boss Peter Bosz at the helm, PSV look absolutely dominant in domestic football. But will that be able to be translated over to Champions League? We'll just have to see.
Eredivisie champions here. They put up a respectable performance last year in league. Well, more than respectable. They actually won the league.
They dominated that league.
Yeah, but the league is in question. The league in question is the Eredivisie, and I don't respect 19th. I got them 19th.
You're
19th?
God
That's
damn. That's
not that
where I
bad,
have
to
them.
be honest.
That's not
That's
horrible.
exactly where I have them.
19th on the dot.
19th on the nose.
Okay,
Listen.
I want some honest. They play Juventus. Juventus PSV is the first.
Win.
For Juve, thank you.
Yep.
Juve PSV is the first match, technically one of the first matches of the Champions League.
Yep.
I just want to hear it. I want to
Bro,
hear it.
you know
I will
the
be here watching
Juve
that.
fall off needs to be studied because they got early kickoff on the first day of Champions League.
Bro,
They ain't prime time no more.
Early
They're not prime
kickoff
time.
is crazy.
gotta
it's the
wake up
first
for that.
match.
I don't think Manchester United would never get early kickoff in any single competition.
They wouldn't even make it in the first place.
in the Champions League.
Which do you have a fifth page for us?
wouldn't
Hot
even-
five?
He's getting
Is there-
ahead of, he's
is there
getting
a
ahead
hot
of the
five?
jokes.
Regardless, disrespect, I won't tolerate it because we're winning that first game. I have PSV at 16th. I think the transfer market took them back a little bit, but same manager, and it was a dominant win last season in the Eredivisie.
Listen, they're making a playoff. They're making a playoff
They are
spot.
making.
And I honestly, if you're looking at their game list, it's really not
Yeah.
insanely difficult. Like, it's very possible for them to be in that upper teens.
I got them 18th.
Okay, so around that bottom near the 20th, but in that playoff position.
Millie, where did you have them?
19th. He's following me, bro.
He's just riding that thing.
Glazing.
Hawk tool. Split on that thing.
You just gotta know ball, bro. Just gotta know ball. Anyways, boys, let's head over to the next team, and it is in France. It is Monaco. With a fairly young squad, Monaco is a team to watch in Ligue 1 this season. Although attractive football is key for the Monegasque, will Balogun and Minamino be enough to replicate the memorable Champions League performances of the past?
Now this team is proper Champions League heritage.
True that.
Being for real.
Back in
But
the day.
the times of the Monaco glory, the glory era has slowly come to an end
Yeah.
for Monaco.
Yeah, they ain't making CL semifinals no more.
Yeah.
That's what I think that's what you mean. But Monaco, very, very strong in Ligue 1. Can they bring that form to a very tough Champions League?
They have a
Not
tough
sure.
line of fixtures as well.
They do.
This is a continuing thing that the fixtures decide where they go in the list. And for me, it put them down at 22. I know they had a good start to the season in Ligue 1, but these are some big boys. They're playing Arsenal, Aston Villa,
I see them in the 23rd spot.
23rd.
23rd, I have them around there. I have them 21st.
Okay, I have them actually doing pretty well, to be honest. I have them 16th
That-
because, brother,
Shot.
second in Ligue 1 last year. We got to respect their track record. We got to respect it.
Brest at third? No.
Harassment,
They
flirting.
lost Monaco at
They
second.
lost Yusuf Fofana, so it's not the same.
So- I
I didn't realize he was a
Monaco.
world beater like that. Don't
Bro,
tell
they
Firms that.
downgraded
For
hard.
Monaco, he's good for Monaco.
Downgraded.
Zakaria better. But yeah, they got some easy games here up on that schedule. But there's also some tough games like Arsenal and Inter and Barca. So
Bro, even Benfica, that's a tough matchup. I don't know where you see it. Like, where are they going to gain these points?
bro, don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about
Bro,
it.
sugar tits. Bro, the fuck?
Firms has been watching a little too much Sopranos, unfortunately.
This motherfucker call me a sweetheart.
But now, boys, we will be heading to the next team, and we are headed to Bavaria. This is one of the giants of the Champions League. It is Bayern Munich. A disappointing domestic campaign was overshadowed last season by a semi-final run in the Champions League. But with new coach Vincent Kompany coaching his first Champions League game in the Bavarian colors, will he be able to match last season?
The games in this group where Bayern is playing the worst, the teams from pot 3 and pot 4, are clear wins. And those
Yes.
3 points add up. So you can afford to lose versus teams. I don't even think there's any clear losses here.
I
These
think
are all
they,
wins.
they got a very easy draw here.
Yeah.
And
I think so too.
although they did switch to Company and he's been doing good in the league, but we still don't know where he's going to go in the Champions League. I have them pretty high up. I have them third.
Bro,
Third.
exactly, that's exactly where I
It's
put
not great. Oh, you put them there as well?
I put them
Oh,
exactly
you did?
third
Okay.
as
I
well.
thought you were
I
going to
put
rip
them
me.
at 4. I put them at 4, but
Okay.
I can see 3.
They're in that top 5 conversation minimum because this run of teams, like, listen, I'm not going to say it, but they might win almost every game on this list.
Okay,
Bro.
Barca,
That's all I'm saying.
Bayern. For all the Barca fans that think you guys are legit this season, Barca.
They are.
Barca Bayern is gonna be a serious match. That's a good level. That's a good.
That's a
level. That's
Zuvi.
a gauge right there.
And you're going
Box to
against
box, we'll be
Flick,
watching.
old manager of Bayern. You're gonna see who actually upgraded over here. Listen, I think they have very easy fixtures. They might win a lot of them.
The Bundesliga fans might come at me, bro.
Bro, you're wearing a Bayer Leverkusen shirt, by
Be
the way.
very careful.
Just
with
a
that.
heads up.
I got them 8th.
That's crazy. That means
Right above the playoffs. I still think they make it through clear, but bro, some of these games here, Barcelona away, I see them dropping points. PSG, I think PSG is personally better than Bayern Munich. So for me, those 2 games, you drop points, and I have one sleeper team here that they're playing. So we'll see.
And this might be a crazy shout, but I think Harry Kane this year is gonna pop off again. He will be my top scorer of the tournament.
If
Write it
last
down.
season was any indication, thank you, of this season, Harry Kane is not going to be a top
Look
scorer
at
in the
who they're
Champions League.
playing.
Bayern Munich is in our top 5s, but not in Varvar's. The next team up, Firms, get ready. We are headed to Milano. After getting knocked out in the group of death in last season's Champions League, AC Milan are hoping to get back to the form that brought them to the CL semifinals against Inter. Will they be able to do it?
First, defend yourself, Firms.
I ain't gonna cap. This is a very hard run of fixtures. I don't see my boys doing that well. You got Liverpool, you got Real Madrid, and you got Leverkusen, as I said. That might be a clear L.
Yeah, but you have to think that Fonseca's not going to be there after Liverpool. So
which manager is gonna
Pioli.
Pioli's gonna come back and win us the Champions League. I see the vision,
One
Varvar.
thing, I know Pioli's not even the manager and it doesn't mean anything, but one thing about Pioli we did know is versus big teams, somehow knew how to manage himself.
No, with Inter. A small team, probably.
No, that was the
Makes sense,
small
right?
team that beat you 5-0 every
Listen,
game. But anyways,
you've had results versus PSG's
Dortmund
versus Liverpool.
Oh, well, no, Dortmund.
Did you not tie Liverpool?
No.
Yes, AC Milan tied Liverpool.
Man United tied.
Napoli.
But Ole beat you. But
lost to Napoli.
look, 15. I got them 15.
15. I thought 13 was egregious, but I got them at 13.
I got them 14th. We're around there.
I got them 15.
So that means they're gonna win a couple of games. But
Yeah, versus
you enjoy them. Just
I will enjoy those. I will be
enjoy
there.
because you ain't gonna see a lot of them soon.
Yeah, we'll see about Inter.
I'm telling you right now. Keeping it above.
Bratislava away is a serious fixture for him.
Yeah, I know.
For Milan, it is a very, very fierce.
Jura, what's his name? Kuchka.
You know, I looked
Goat.
at this entire fixture list for Milan and I said, I could see them dropping points here.
Whoever saw it, he said, I can see him losing every game.
But you're in the playoff.
Egregious.
You're in the playoff.
Egregious.
Also, I apologize, Firms, but this is a team that was second place last season in their domestic, and this is Serie A. Unfortunately, at 13, Milan are going to be my flops of the tournament.
How is that a flop? That's an achievement for me.
That's an achievement.
Don't tell me now.
Bro, 13th. You're calling Milan shit every episode by now.
Yes,
Don't tell
exactly.
me, bro.
You see, these brothers don't know how to act when United's not in the Champions League. They
That would have been my flops, bro.
Yeah.
Would have been my flops.
Can I put United as my flops?
my flops of the tournament are United.
Firms, it's not all bad at box to box. We have Milan making it into a playoff spot. The next team up, we're headed back to France. It is Lille. With major departures like Paulo Fonseca to AC Milan and wonderkid Lenny Yoro to Manchester United, will Lille be able to replicate last season's form and be a dark horse in this season's Champions League?
Now, this team got absolutely demolished by their fixtures. They
Yeah,
got
this is rough.
absolutely demolished.
Very rough.
And they lost their best coach ever.
Yeah, sure.
And their best defender ever, right, Varvar?
But, like Real Madrid, they did sign an Mbappe over the summer.
Who?
Ethan Mbappe.
Nah.
Lille was very active this transfer window, and Jonathan David is still gonna be banging in goals for them.
And it's still
Not in the
ass.
Champions League, bro.
Still
He
ass.
didn't
He
do it for Canada.
He
He ain't
will.
doing it for them.
He will. Not versus
He's starting
Juve.
his prop now because he knows Juve's trying to go for him for free
I
in
did see
January.
those rumors.
Throw David
but
on a free?
Bro,
Let's go.
free agent, he's going straight to Inter.
Yeah.
I already see him in an Inter kit
I
already.
actually do see him in Inter. Get unfortunately.
They gave him an extra
That
large
Thuram
shirt.
80 mil sold, and then Jonathan David bought him. That's I can already see it.
Marotta masterclass. Please don't make it happen. But anyways, boys, back to Lille. Unfortunately, that run of fixtures is a little rough. Where do you have them?
26.
Too high, bro. Too high.
Too
I don't find that high.
I'm not
I don't
gonna
find
cap.
that high.
This is what Varvar thought about Milan. I see an L every single game.
No, I said that as a joke.
Well, I am not saying it as a joke. Lille is losing every single game over here, except maybe Sturm Graz. I got them 29th.
That's not losing every game, bro.
That is
29th.
losing most of them.
29th,
Yes.
you're out.
Listen, they barely made it through the qualification process. I think they beat Slavia Prague or they lost the second game, but I have them 29th.
I mean, listen, I'm not really that far off. I would have put them higher if they retained some key pieces and had better form, but they do not.
Brother,
I'm putting them 27th.
What's her 10 key pieces?
Fonseca.
But that, you see, they upgraded. I don't even know who they got as coach now, but I'm sure it's an upgrade.
Upgrades, people, upgrade.
Can't get worse, bro. You got influencers giving your manager tactics, and you're trying to tell me
Bro, where do you got where you got them? 23rd.
I got them 26th, bro.
26th?
They upgraded managers.
Doesn't look like we all have positive vibes about Lille. The next team up is one of the most surprising teams in all of Europe last season. It is Girona. One of the biggest surprises in Europe last season, Girona took Spanish football by storm, finishing 3rd in La Liga. However, with big departures like Savinho, Dobvik, and Garcia, will it be difficult for Girona to rediscover some magic?
Now, this is a team, and look, should this team even exist? I don't know, because Manchester City, low-key...
OG Nice.
Yes, but OGC Nice was a respectable club
Notice how Nice or United aren't in. Notice how Nice, United, Strasbourg, or Chelsea, none of them are in the
They have to just take them all out.
I think Manchester City's such a well-run operation. I got these brothers even doing well in this tournament too. I got them 18th.
18?
I like Girona.
crazy.
I still like their team even with all the sales they made this
But it's
summer.
a whole new team, bro. Danjuma, Aspria, which from Watford last season. I know because we watched Kone last season, baller. But it's a different team.
Are these really upgrades though? When you lose Dobvik, you lose Garcia.
Dobvik has proven to be cheeks.
Do they still got that juice? I think so. I still think that they make a playoff spot. They're in my 24th spot on my list.
I have them at 23rd. Not too crazy, Millie.
I got them 22nd.
27. So you guys think they'll
Around that
definitely make
area.
it through?
And my prediction is that this is going to be the team that knocks out Milan in the playoffs.
Put that on a plaque. Put
that's
that on
good.
a banner. Put that everywhere. I might fly a plane over.
That
this studio.
is getting clipped straight on TikTok. A million views.
I do wonder though, who plays who in the playoff? Is it like 9th plays
No,
20?
it's a pot draw.
But then there's no point of finishing 9th versus 25th.
No, because then they divide in the top half. There's no difference between finishing 9th and like 13th. But
Okay. So no one in the top half can play anyone in the the top half as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least that's how they do it on FM. So
Spreading FM information.
So boys, we will go from one Spanish team to another Spanish team, but this one got us in a little hot water recently. It is Barcelona. With the Flick era off to a blazing start and exceptional starts to the season for Yamal and Rafinha, will Barcelona be able to carry this form into the Champions League?
Of course, Barcelona, when they need it, get an easy draw.
the easiest draw, I would argue, of
Very
the
easy.
entire list.
Yep.
So I'm expecting it to be very high for you guys as
But
well.
actually, to be fair, they're in pot one, so
it's-
it makes the
makes
draw
sense.
makes sense relative to who they're playing versus. But I have them at 6. I didn't want to put them at 6.
That's high.
I wanted
Too low.
I wanted to put them lower, but the fixtures are easy enough. I think
Very
they should
high.
win. They should.
I
be
don't
winning
think
it.
that's high at all considering their
Fixtures.
run of fixtures. This is crazy. And Barcelona with Hansi Flick, that different beast now.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna toot their horn or anything.
3 games changes everything.
I mean, 3 games is they're looking good in 3 games. I'm not saying I'm gonna base the whole thing off of that, but they're looking decent. If they don't get any injuries this Champions League, I think they could get a good run. I put them 6 as well.
And Flick, he has a Champions League pedigree. We all know what he could do in the Champions
That is
League.
true.
So I got them 4th, brothers.
I
And
have
Lewandowski.
4th, and Lewandowski. Look at this run of fixtures.
You're crazy.
This is W's.
I get it, but then there's a lot of other teams that will get a lot of other W's and a lot more goals than them.
Not against Barcelona.
Okie dokie, Artie.
I have them 20. What 20 here? What 20? I have them 5th.
5th?
This fixture list screams of a Lewandowski Ballon d'Or shout.
For the first half of the season.
You thought the allegations were there at Bayern. They might resurface now.
Which leads to my group stage top score, which is Lewandowski.
Ooh.
Oof.
Very good shout.
That's a brave shout, you guys.
Maybe not for the knockouts, but for the group stage, like you said, bro, this is a Lewandowski feasting session.
Interesting.
Yeah, but
Lamine Yamal exists as well.
Lamine Yamal assist session.
Assist session.
We're going to need to see how the Barcelona fans in our comments think about our picks. But the next team up is Atletico Madrid, who, after a crazy transfer market, we're going to need to see if they have the same in the Champions League. Over the summer, Atletico Madrid have spent big, improving in almost every position on the field. With the also experienced Simeone and new faces such as Alvarez and Gallagher, should we buy the hype?
Going into the season, there were some serious expectations.
Brother, I had him third.
Oh, well, you were just a little bit crazy.
I thought the hype was there, brother.
Third in what?
His power ranking.
Power rankings.
Power rankings.
But it made sense. Like him doing that, we still said he was crazy, yes. But with the likes of Sorloth, of Julian Alvarez, with all the players that they were getting, even the Conor Gallaghers, you know, like you're just reinforcing, you're improving.
Yep.
And then the first few games, it hasn't looked perfect yet.
Hasn't looked perfect, but in Champions League, we all know what Simeone does.
Trust me, I know.
You know especially. This guy clutches up every single time.
I'm aware too, bro.
PTSD hits you like a truck, brother.
We might all be aware, to be honest.
Well, they have never gone that
They've
far.
never been.
I played Atletico Madrid just a couple of years ago in Champions League, so I really.
In what round? In the round of 16?
Round of Ugat.
You literally played Atletico Madrid in round of 16, like when Ronaldo was there. Was the last time you played Atletico Madrid?
Ronaldo come back. We made history, brother.
Atletico's run of fixtures. Honestly, you're only looking at one big team. Well, big team at Paris Saint-Germain is pretty much the marquee matchup in that whole list of games. But do you see that translating to their...
Yeah, come on, you got it. You got it.
I lost the word. I had it.
You're passing out slowly
had
throughout the
it.
conversation.
Maybe I got it. But boys, where do we have Atletico in our list?
Bro, Atletico don't lose. Somehow they have too much grinta to lose. They will tie at most. I'm thinking like 6 of the games are ties and maybe 2 wins. But I got them at 10.
10.
10th.
I mean, ties are 1 point. A win is 3.
Usually in Champions League group stages, they don't perform, and I got them 13th.
I mean,
That's
13th.
not,
They don't
this
perform in Champions
my
League, bro.
God.
I have them 13th as well, but this is a league format now. Simeone might actually sacrifice La Liga
Yes.
to go deep in this.
But is that a bad thing? For Atletico Madrid, I think they have a good chance of going far.
I mean, are you thinking they're making it directly through?
I think so. I think they're going to be
Where?
5th.
Five.
So in that case, this is my surprise of the tournament because you guys are not rating these brothers.
That's,
You said it yourself. These guys don't lose.
They don't, but they also don't win.
I've seen them win.
all right, boys. Now let's head to Feyenoord, where they're gonna have a tall order against some top teams. One of the many teams in this year's Champions League that got their manager taken from them, Feyenoord looked to move on from the Arne Slot era and give a solid showing in the Champions League.
If Arne Slot would still be here, we'd probably be putting them a lot higher, but no Arne Slot. I got them 24th.
You rate them that high.
Bro, Arne Slot been doing magical wonders.
I know, but
has
at Feyenoord, they didn't win the league.
Yes.
But it's not an expectation, maybe with Feyenoord at this point in their path. But I mean, they lost Matt Weifer to Brighton for a substantial amount of money, and they replaced him with who? They also sold Facundo Gonzalez to Juve.
Lost Minta.
They lost.
Oh, they did lose me.
True.
Yeah.
They bring in a few players. All that for 30th.
30th.
All that for 30th.
Ugh.
That's a little low.
I find
Once
that's
again,
low.
you guys are underrating. You're underrating Dutch teams because, brothers, I got them.
Egregious?
Wait, not that egregious to be honest.
This is
Wait,
hipster.
I got 21st.
Okay.
21st?
It's hipster, but it's not.
It's not that
It's
hipster.
not serially hipster.
No,
No.
I didn't go crazy.
I got them 23rd.
Fair.
Gotta fit them in somewhere.
Yeah.
City, Bayern, Leverkusen. That's 3 losses right there.
Agreed.
Good luck with the
But
rest.
then you got Zvezda or some shit.
No, they don't got that.
Sparta Prague, and actually their game's not easy.
They have these fixtures are tough.
Yeah, that
I
they
ain't
got
gonna
low
cap.
key. They got only one game that they probably should be winning.
I ain't gonna cap.
We are now headed back to Italy, where a newcomer is among the ranks. It is Bologna. The surprise story of last season, Bologna go into this CL campaign with notable departures like Xerxes, Calafiori, and Thiago Motta. Can they replicate that form for another year?
Thiago Motta did absolute wonders last season. And now with his departure and Calafiori and Xerxes,
There's not much left.
who's left?
No, you have a point though. I am not even gonna cap. Bologna did digress, and they did a lot. I don't know how they'll do this
What do you mean?
season.
Vincenzo Italiano at the helm, bro.
Vincenzo Iraniano?
No. Wish.
Italiano, which went to 2 Conference League finals with Fiorentina, lost both of them.
He's
to
a
be
knockout
fair.
manager.
But he's got
That's all
knocked out
he
in the
is.
finals manager because he fumbled 2 bags. But I mean, he gets there and he's good versus other teams. And God knows he played a lot of weird teams in the Conference League. So
But look at these fixtures, brother. Liverpool, Benfica, Borussia Dortmund,
21.
21. I got them
21.
30.
What?
30. 30's a little
I don't
wild, but
see-
it's around there. I got
Around
them
there?
25.
I got them 28th.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to do super great, unfortunately.
Disrespect.
But Vincenzo
no
Italiano
Xerxes,
is
no
not.
Calafiori.
Yeah, they lost
Bro,
big pieces.
Italiano's
He's an alright
top 5
manager.
striker in the world. You can't just lose
Where's
that
United on
talent.
this list?
Bologna, unfortunately, doesn't look like you'll be doing great in this year's Champions League. But the next team up, I'm sure everyone has them doing well. It is Real Madrid. The reigning champions Real Madrid have added an insane amount of firepower this summer with the additions of Mbappe and Endrick. Will they repeat?
15th. No, I'm just kidding.
Madrid Cabron, salud el campeón. That's all I'm saying. I got
yeah.
them not first.
Me
That's
neither.
for sure.
I don't
I
know.
don't got them first either.
That's crazy. I
Oh.
got them first.
You got them first?
This is the team of the Champions League.
I disagree because there's one game here that I have them dropping points in. So
Oh.
Atalanta?
no, Liverpool. I think that Liverpool game. I think
I-
Liverpool are a team to look at this. I got them third.
Varvar.
Third?
Third.
Third.
Liverpool.
No, I got Real Madrid third.
You're a Madridista.
Yes, Madridista, but bro,
Sit back down.
for
Back down.
me, Real Madrid wins 7 games, tie 1. It's just that one game they tie. It's
Against Liverpool.
Yeah. And the team I have above them and the team I
Yeah.
have right above them also do the same thing.
Biggest firms, I think, like me, you're thinking the team that we have at number 1 currently is just
Built for a league.
in group stage, like they're undefeated.
Yes.
And every year they show that.
Yeah.
But Real Madrid too, and it's not like they're far away from 1. They're there.
Yeah, they're there. I got them second.
With Real Madrid, listen, we've learned our lesson. You cannot bet against Real Madrid. And I also have Mbappe as my player of the tournament as well.
Player of the tournament, that is bold.
Am I going to go so far as to say Real Madrid's going to win it all? I won't say it yet. But
But you're thinking about it.
they're looking good. That's why I got them number 1.
Aside from a rinky-dinky brace, Millie, what has told you that Mbappe will be the
As
best player in Real
we've
Madrid?
said with Barcelona, bro, don't look at the 3 games. I'm not going to look at the 3 games. This is Champions League. Kylian Mbappe with PSG was an absolute dawn. I'm hoping for the same thing at Real Madrid. That's all.
Where was this Don last
vibes.
year?
Absolute vibes.
Even though I'm not supposed to be hating, I'm a Madridista stand up, but where was this Don last year?
I mean,
Dortmund.
last year's odd. The year before that was good. Year before that was good. Year before that one too was good.
okay.
I'm not gonna let 1 year ruin it.
Okay.
You know, invigorate his form.
Yeah.
Okay,
Reinvigorate.
but yo, Mbappe is born for the Champions League. This is like the next Champions League GOAT after Ronaldo.
No.
What makes you say that?
What's this Champions League
'Cause-
goat gimmick?
Yeah, what's his
As long as he starts winning with Real Madrid, he's at Real Madrid. They're gonna win a couple more Champions Leagues.
And what if they don't win at Real Madrid? Then
well, then there's a fraud shout
he
on
won.
that guy.
They were winning before he showed up too.
True.
He'll find his form. Don't worry about it.
So Real Madrid are automatically in to the next round in our picks. The next team up, we're headed to Turin. It is Juventus. The old lady is finally back in the Champions League after a year away and have gone in with blazing form. Thiago Motta has rejuvenated his side into a Serie A challenger. Can he do the same in the Champions League?
Honestly, I think they didn't get that difficult of a fixture list, honestly. It could have been a lot worse.
I don't know, bro. Man City, bro.
Man-
Benfica is your
bro.
kryptonite, first of all.
Yes.
Man City, that's a loss.
Benfica is also everyone's kryptonite.
Yes, it is. Leipzig, you never know.
Aston Villa lost in my.
Aston Villa, we'll see.
I have them 17th.
Bro, 17?
You're a bigger hater than me, bro. Bigger hater than me.
You're just wrong. You're not a hater. You're just wrong at this point. I'm not asking for 5th, but 17th is outrageous. Outrageous.
Listen, I'll give you a little bit of benefit. I put them 13th.
That's okay. That's okay.
I put them 11, so just
Too
just
high.
there.
I put
don't-
them 7th,
Brother,
so-
13th and 11.
I put them 7th.
7th in that automatic spot. That's crazy.
We're an automatic squad,
Crazy,
bro.
crazy
I've
work.
seen YouTubers putting them at 4. I've seen
Yeah, those
YouTubers putting
YouTubers
them
do
at
not know
5.
ball.
They know ball, bro. They
have
are
no
known
one
for
Thiago
their
Motta.
they're known for their ball knowledge.
Oh
Listen,
my God.
Barca fans want to say that they're a top 5 team after 3 games. Well, I'm saying Juventus is a top 7 team.
Where do you have Barca?
Let me check. 6th.
Oh,
But
boy.
Juve just a bit worse than Barca. Okay, I got it.
Goodness. I mean, Juve with their draw, not too bad. Like, it's a decent run of games, but it's not like you're not losing points
Millie,
a lot.
I appreciate you putting them 11th because your bias has not blinded you.
I
It's
mean,
not
wait till
biased,
my
bro.
bias
It's
kicks
just
in.
logic.
Anybody got Vlahovic top scorer?
No.
No, unfortunately not.
crickets,
Lowest
bro.
score, maybe.
But I have Juventus. I have Juventus as my surprise of the tournament.
That's a big
I mean,
surprise.
you put them 8th. Yeah, makes sense. 7th.
If you put them 17,
games changes everything.
but do you not
toothpick.
realize that our whole team actually changed with the manager? You're acting like
Bro,
nothing
you guys are
changed.
shit.
You're acting
You
like
guys are
nothing
still
changed.
shit.
Where's Manchester United, bro?
Oh my God, Gatti.
Where is Manchester
There it
United?
is.
Gatti 7.
Gatti is playing Champions League football.
Not,
Who would've thought?
not Champions League football. Surprise of the team of the tournament.
So Juventus will be making it into the playoff round of the Champions League. Boys, the next team is Celtic. Celtic have looked dominant so far this season with a super convincing win against Rangers and a preseason win over Manchester City. But will their luck follow them over into the Champions League?
22nd. I got them.
22nd.
I got them in the playoffs.
22nd.
I got them in the playoffs.
20 seconds
yeah.
high.
That's way too high.
It's way too high.
Are you
Way
serious?
too high.
Yeah.
Yes,
Man
not that
City,
bad.
brother, Celtic.
They beat Man City in preseason.
Brother, we're bringing up preseason now.
Fonseca did that also.
Preseason, Milan should be winning Champions League the way they've been
We
playing.
will.
Okay, no problem. Whatever floats your boat. Celtic historically have not been good in the Champions League.
This is
At
true.
Is
all.
this a
Also.
fact? What?
At all.
This is a fact.
No.
Brother, please don't tell me like you're serious. I don't
Millie's
think they've.
passionate
I don't
about his
remember the
Celtic
last time they've ever made it
By the
past
way,
the group
guy who
stages.
bought a Celtic kit
We
in,
literally-
Bro.
Scotland.
No, in Ireland, actually.
In
Ireland.
Ireland, sorry.
which is wild. I don't know.
Wait, no, he knows it's in Scotland, but he bought the jersey in Ireland.
I think it's to bait tourists thinking that it's an Irish team because it has the clover on it. But
Millie, you're a Rangers fan.
that jersey does not fit me. I promise you that. So
Shout out
I'm not a
Gattuso
Rangers
though.
fan.
Gattuso is a Rangers legend.
Yeah.
Rangers legend. But listen, 30-second.
30 seconds?
Gaff.
Millie,
Bro,
That's
Yeah.
like Slavia
That's
Bratislava
relegation.
situation.
Gaff.
I got them 31.
Gaff.
I don't
Brother.
find these fixtures are that bad.
Friends, where do you have Bologna?
Bologna 30th. Bro, Bologna,
Celtic is better than Bologna.
Okay.
Look-
the
calm it
sport.
down.
The
look
sport's
at
not
the
healing.
Calm it
fixtures.
down.
The sport's not healing.
Calm
bro.
it down.
Name me one good player that Bologna
Celtic will
has.
lose.
Okay, let's go. We
I will
gotta-
not be surprised if
We
Celtic
got a
lose every
long
game.
way to go. Let's go.
24th.
That's
and I
not
think that's
bad.
fair.
That is way
Playoffs.
too high.
No.
I think they're bottom of playoffs.
Celtic, unfortunately, doesn't seem like you have too many fans here, but there's some boys that are backing you. The next team up, listen, it's Sturm Graz. Austrian champions Sturm Graz are in Champions League and looking to make an impact. With some former players, including Rasmus Højlund, they always seem to have some decent young players. We will see if some pop up in this year's Champions League.
We got to show some respect here.
Respect, they made a Champions League, respect.
Respect here. This is the team that developed Højlund before Atalanta. So we must put some respect here.
You put
36.
30 seconds. 36.
Last place in this league table.
No, you're
35th.
brother,
These guys
this
will
is
not
Sturm
cook.
Graz, not Stuttgart.
Stuttgart, Sturm Graz, they will lose
Okay,
every game.
I got them 34 actually.
Bro, they
Top
bought,
of the tournament.
That's a respect. Surprise of the tournament.
but they replaced Højlund with
Surprise!
Surprise, we're in the Champions League.
They brought they bought Bierreich from Arsenal.
That'll really get you
Young
going in the
striker.
Champions
He
League, boss.
started the season very
And who's
well.
that brother from Brighton they got on loan?
I
They
don't
got
know.
some brother on.
I don't know.
I can't pronounce his name, but he's good.
I got them 32nd also, I believe. So 34th actually. Sorry.
So I'm shitting on them for 34. You're hyping them
No,
up for
this
34.
is not Sturm Graz. This is Stuttgart.
Stuttgart.
Boys, it looks like we will be going from bottom of the table to arguably one of the teams at the top of the table. It is Manchester City. The 2023 champions Manchester City are back in the competition with insanely high expectations. The question is, will they be able to live up to them?
So we go from Stuttgart to the best team
in the world.
Yeah.
in the world.
The antonym of Stuttgart.
Oh, are they the
Second best team in the world.
Yes.
But first in my bracket, if we're being
Yeah,
real.
me too. Number
Oh my
one.
God.
Maybe
I got them first too.
a shaky Juventus away fixture, but aside from that, it's smooth sailing for the win.
No, that's like an 8-0 if we're being for real.
How much you want to bet?
He's a betting man.
Nothing.
Scoreline. What's the scoreline, Varvar?
Minimum
Get the
mentally by
bets out,
2.
brother.
Minimum.
Minimum?
Minimum.
Okay, I'll be there. On the day before kickoff, we'll see.
Sounds good.
We need to talk about Haaland going against some of these teams. Because this is like scorelines we might not even witness.
That's why Haaland's my top scorer.
And that's perfect shout.
This
to be honest.
Slavia, he might only need to play against Slavia Prague to win Golden Boot. If I'm not even kidding.
Okay,
That's gonna be
That's
like
a crazy
8 goals.
shout.
respect Slavia Prague.
No.
No.
That's not even Slavia Prague, bro.
No,
You don't
Slavia
even Slavia
Praha.
Praha.
Slavia Praha.
Praha.
Slavia Praha on top. Slavia Prague got knocked out in the
Slavia Prague, the
qualification.
GOAT.
Manchester City, you are my number 2 team in the Champions League. You will be up there, probably tied with points on Real Madrid, but listen, Real Madrid is the kings of the Champions League. Man City, they're the princes, let's say. The princes of the Champions
One
So after-
Champions League changes
Yeah.
everything.
Right now,
Real Madrid with like an insane amount of Champions League,
Kings.
and Man City with 1.
well, they're the most recent winners and competitors. Like, they're the closest to Real Madrid.
Every time you face Man City, you are scared. That's what he's trying to say.
After Millie's in-depth royal analysis
Yes.
on the Prince and Kings
Prince.
of the Champions League,
The prince who never was, bro.
can we talk about Pep being a little bit exotic this season with his wingers?
There's nothing.
Savio and Doku.
Who's really the winger? Like, who are the?
Bro, this guy could play a kanji left wing, and I'll
I
still
know,
believe he'd
but
win.
what-
just
and he's
look
rocking
at-
a 4-1-4-1.
He's just vibing, bro.
Manchester City, you are into the next round of the Champions League. The next team up are Portuguese icons. It is Benfica. New year, new young talent for Benfica. With big clubs lurking on players like Thomas Araujo and Antonio Silva, they will look to impress and give Benfica fans a solid showing in this year's competition. Where will they end up?
One thing with Portuguese teams you always have to know is that these brothers don't lose. They tie.
don't- yeah.
Forget
and
lose.
And they got grinta.
They may lose, but they'll give you a run for your money. Like you're dying at the end of that 90. Like goodness gracious.
Like Juve, Benfica.
It's a Benfica win.
Kryptonite.
But
Book kryptonite.
low-key, Benfica sold their two best young players this summer with João Neves and Marcos Leonardo being sold to Al
But even
Hilal.
guys like David Neres gone. You know, like those are still
Yeah.
key starters.
I got
that they
them
had.
20th, my brother.
20th?
I
I
got them
exactly
19th.
Did Robert Schmidt end up getting sacked or no? I know there was heavy rumors of him getting sacked. Did he end up getting sacked?
Roger Schmidt is not currently the coach of Benfica.
Bruno Lage.
That changes absolutely nothing in my prediction.
No, it does. Because
Changes everything. In my I
Bruno
still have
Hage,
the 20th.
Bruno Hage, Wolverhampton's legend.
Lage.
Live.
I don't know. Portuguese teams are always good, but I find in their run of form right now, plus these fixtures, they are not kind to them.
Yep.
Look who they're playing against. This is not gonna be nice.
That's why I got the 19 as well.
I got them 19th.
But now, boys, we'll be heading to another Portuguese club. It is Sporting. There are not many better players this season than Victor Gyökeres. Scoring in almost every game so far, he looks set to take the competition by storm this season. Add Amorim staying at the club, and Sporting looks set to surprise. Where will they end up?
I'll let you guys speak first because this is my surprise of the tournament.
You're not wrong. Very underrated team.
Okay. We're all saying this because of Gyökeres.
No,
I
we're
know
not.
we're all saying it
No,
because
we're
of
not.
Gyökeres.
Amorim is an excellent manager.
And
And
he
he's
kept
been
him.
that guy.
Maybe.
Future Milan coach.
Honestly, I hope so. I'm
But
not gonna cap.
with Gyökeres leading the lines,
This is serious.
this is a serious plus the Portuguese factor
Yeah.
that these brothers are just always good in Champions League.
We're kind of edging this. Who went crazier?
I didn't go crazy.
Who went the craziest?
I didn't
went
go that
18.
crazy.
I went 18.
18th? Okay.
I went 15, which is
Yeah.
for me a little bit.
It's high, but you got a lot of faith in him.
15th is high, yeah. 15th 's high.
I got 16th. So we're all around there.
Barbara's about to say something stupid because he watched one Gyökeres
Already
this
into
morning.
the next round.
Bro, this is reminding me of that hype that Haaland had when he first started. Like, I'm not saying
one
it's going to be,
player, bro.
but he's going to end up being one of those top scorers of the Champions League in my personal. I got them 9th.
9th is very
yeah.
high.
I'm so glad you didn't put them higher than 9 though, because
Bro, that's a surprise of the tournament. Look.
But I like what they're doing. Even in defense, they got that Belgium guy, De Bast, I think.
Yeah.
And you pair him with like a Coates who has experience. These guys are low-key cooking.
Other than those Man City Arsenal fixtures, I think every single game should be a win for them, low key.
And Amorim is a manager who could change up things depending on who he plays against. Honestly, I like that shot. Bro.
That's my surprise of the tournament, too.
Very good shot.
So Sporting with Gyökeres seems like it is high on everyone's list. They're going to be a surprise. Make sure to watch out for them in the Champions League. The next team up, we are headed to Germany. It is Stuttgart. Stuttgart find themselves in the Champions League just a couple seasons after promotion. An incredible feat for the German club, who sadly saw players like Guirassy and Ito leave the club. Will some of their new players be able to replace them adequately?
off rip, losing Guirassy is huge.
Huge. And they lost a couple of other players.
Like we got Varvar putting teams ninth just because of Haaland-esque strikers. Well, a team lost.
These guys are losing their Haaland.
They lost almost a Bundesliga top scorer. Almost.
Almost. If Kane didn't exist.
I got them 25th, my brother.
I got them 24th.
26th.
I got them 25th. We're agreeing way too much today.
Yeah.
What's going on?
You could tell the level of these teams. Stuttgart is in that lower middle pack. Listen, they're not world beaters. Let's just put it out there. But I mean, I think we're pretty fair with their rating. I don't think they have the juice like they used to.
But they still picked up some nice young players, and they still got some good young players too, still at the club, like Angelo Stiller. Angelo Stiller, baller in midfield. If you don't know, you don't know.
But they have 9 points right here. I'm looking at Krvezda, Zvezda, Young Boys, and Bratislava. That is.
See, for a team like
That's-
Stuttgart, I don't think that's 9 points. Like, it's not a guaranteed 9 points.
I don't think
If they
so
want to
either.
make it, if they want to make it to 25th, they got to get points out of the teams like those which are below them.
Yeah.
Boys, let's head back to Germany now. It is Red Bull Leipzig.
Millie, we never left Germany.
Oh, it's true. Perennial Champions League team Leipzig are hoping their young players like Šeško, Simons, and Openda turn into the stars of this year's competition. Will their youth take that next step and bring them deep into the competition?
Now, these guys kind of got cooked by the fixtures. I'm not going to cap. Even for a pot 1 team, you kind of did get cooked here. Because Aston Villa as your pot 4, you still got Juventus, Atletico Madrid, Liverpool, Inter. Like, that's a tough, difficult.
Bro, forget the fixtures. These brothers just lost all their quality.
Who?
Simakan.
Okay, quality. They lost one center
and they
back.
replaced him with Gertruida, who's
Baller.
pretty good.
Danny Olmo. Who did they replace him with?
Scaff.
Well, they have Xavi
they'll find
Simons.
someone, brother. Leipzig know how to
They have
find.
Openda.
I
They
know,
have Šeško.
I know, but it's. I don't think Leipzig still has the quality that they used to have, and Salzburg is low-key even close to them.
I like what they're cooking.
Red Bull team.
I like what they're cooking.
They loaned Vermeeren from Atletico Madrid, I'm pretty
Yes,
sure
they did.
also.
They're getting some quality pieces.
But these are my flops of the tournament. I'm not going to cap.
They are.
I got them 21st.
That's
God
really low,
damn.
though.
That
That's
is
really
very
not
low.
a flop. That's still.
Bro, that's
No,
low.
Leipzig, nowadays, Leipzig should be regarded as a, look, they're a pot 1 team. So just off of that,
Yeah, I see the reasoning, but it's one of those teams that they just happen to be in pot 1. Did they really deserve to be in pot 1?
Yeah,
in
it's
that
like an
sense?
Inter situation.
No, it's like a Manchester United. Did they deserve to be in Champions League? No, so that's why they're not. You get what I mean? But for me, Leipzig, I have you at 17th. It's a bit of a toss-up.
Me too,
though.
Millie.
me too.
It's a bit of a
It's
toss-up
crazy.
because 1 or 2 results go the other way, and all of a sudden they're in that 20th territory, risking getting into the next round. So I don't know. I think we have our hopes higher, but we're gonna have to see how it goes.
You know, versus Man City. Well, I mean, they're lucky
not
they're
playing
not playing
Man
Man
City.
City, but they are playing Juve, which is a 5-0 loss. So
Yeah, for Juve.
When's the last time Juve scored 5 goals? Honestly, I can't even remember.
I don't even
where's
think-
Manchester United's list?
Old reliable.
It's the Yo Mama joke of this video.
So Leipzig, that is where we have you. The next team up is the Europa League winners. It is Atalanta. Last year's Europa League winners, Atalanta, have been hit with an injury crisis, but go into the season with high hopes and expectations. Can the Gasparini juice help them in this year's Champions League campaign?
But Atalanta has had notable injuries. Scamacca and
Not notable.
Scalvini.
Not notable, in my opinion.
By the way,
Starter.
Scalvini, yes. Scalvini, Inter star boy in about 2 years.
Inter.
so Scamacca's irrelevant injury.
Yes.
You were twerking for this brother a
2 years ago.
calendar year ago.
2 years ago.
Calendar.
2 years
that-
ago. It was literally last year.
When he was at, Sassuolo? Yeah, that made sense. Because
Even when he
him,
left West Ham, you were
him,
twerking.
Fratesi, and Raspadori were balling out in Sassuolo. Come on now.
Also, it must be said, losing Coop Miners, your main creator,
Factos.
is a big loss as well. But it's still under the helm of Gasparini, so anything could happen. In that case, 18th.
Brother.
No. I have them.
18 is crazy.
I have
That's
them
really
16th.
low.
I have them 16th.
Brother,
That's really, really low.
I don't think so.
losing Kuppenheimer is not that big of a deal because, brother, every time he has the ball, he treats that thing like an atomic bomb. That shit's being sent across the field. So,
Bro, you just
Listen.
wanted to. You said Kuppenheimer, and then the rest of the sentence started becoming created.
Kuppenheimer, Lukman. I don't know. They
I got
replaced
them
them pretty
11th.
well.
I got them 11th.
11th is
I got them 11th too.
Look, man, I think that's a little bit high,
I'm
bro.
tempted, like, considering how low I put them, I'm tempted to put them as like a surprise of the tournament for me.
No.
Very fair one.
I think they could be a surprise.
Brother, you just put them 16th and you said
yeah, I know,
surprise?
but I think that they could do much better than that.
Surprise your
Surprise to
shit.
put them higher.
What do you mean? They're in a playoff. Still, for a team that.
What do you mean?
You guys are so surprisingly shit that you're my surprise in the tournament.
Okay, my surprise doesn't correlate with their position, but if they end up 11th, like you are putting them, then that warrants
that's
a
a surprise,
surprise of the
isn't it?
tournament.
Bro, I put Sporting 9th. That's more of a surprise.
Atalanta faced very tough teams in Europa League as well, like, and they still ended up winning. So
Name one.
you name one. Leverkusen, literally Leverkusen in the final. Ding dong.
Other than Leverkusen.
You
Ding
name
dong.
one. Did they face Manchester
Liverpool. Ha! I named one.
Oh yeah. Scamacca
And who won?
masterclass, by the way.
Who won? Atalanta. Oh, sorry.
Good,
Who's
I'm not
else
a
in the
Liverpool
Champions League?
fan, I hate Liverpool.
Liverpool's in the Champions League. Oh my God. Where's Manchester United? Not in the Champions League.
They also
And Atalanta
played-
beat them.
They also played Sporting.
Sport.
Bro,
Yeah,
they,
there'll be a high goal scoring game. But Atalanta are very structured and very
Why
good.
are we still speaking about Atalanta right now?
bro, they played the Rakov Czestochowa.
Thank you.
Respect them.
Massive club.
Next team.
The next team, boys, is Dinamo Zagreb. Dinamo Zagreb are a revolving door of talent, with players like Vardiol, Modric, and Kovacic coming out in recent years. Will Zagreb be able to pull some more ballers out of their academy and surprise some people?
Dinamo Zagreb, thank you for your contributions to the sport in Gvardiol, in Modric, in Kovacic, in Dani Olmo. People forget Dani Olmo played at Dinamo Zagreb. But your time has come. 29th. Get out of my championship.
30th.
Get out of here, bro.
It was fun while it lasted. You guys are a
Damn.
historic club. We love you all. 30th.
God
You
damn.
keep on producing talent and keep getting knocked out of Champions League.
Hajduk split, we up, we clear of
No,
Dinamo
no, no.
Zagreb.
Good.
Dinamo
You're
Zagreb
starting
better.
a war, brother.
Bro.
Starting a war.
Dinamo Zagreb better.
Jerkovic never played for Dinamo Zagreb, bro.
Brother,
I wish I had a player named
Jerkovic
on my
is
team.
minus 10 trillion aura if that's your name.
Bro, Jerkovic over Davos Suker.
Brother.
You heard it here first.
That's.
a
I
Jerkovic
think
a
maybe
day,
5 people paid
a
attention to
Jerkovic
that.
a day leaves that keeps the doctor away,
Bro,
bro.
if you don't know Jerkovic, it's just not for you, bro.
Bro, you
Sport's
don't know
not for
ball
you.
if you don't know Jerkovic, bro. But Firms, where do you have them?
Millie, I got them 26th.
That's
That's kind of high.
high, in my opinion.
What do you mean? We
That's why I
had
have
about 28.
But they got, I don't know if this brother's still there, but I know he's an FM legend at Dinamo Zagreb, Marco Baturina.
Oh,
Legend.
Baturina, yes.
Legend.
Oh, yes. Yes. For my Empoli rebuild. Perfect. But boys, the next team up is Sparta Prague. The Czechia champion Sparta Prague are looking to surprise in this year's Champions League. With their top scorer Haraslin looking to impress, will this be enough for them to make it to the playoffs?
35th.
34th.
32nd.
30 seconds, kind of
30
high.
seconds.
Yeah, I don't really know why. I have 34 and then scratched out I have 32. Oh, because I'm a Sparta Praha fan.
There we go.
Oh, you just bumped
I
them
moved
up.
them up too just because I'm a fan.
We have the scarf. We have the scarf.
We
in
do have the scarf.
Go check
But
the
that
podcast.
stadium drip. If you guys ever if you ever just stumble into Prague in Czech Republic, just go to the Sparta.
Yeah, well, these brothers are getting passed around like a blunt right now. I'm not going to cap.
Bro,
damn.
away game at Sparta Praha, you've never seen.
Bro, forget that.
Bro, you've never seen an away game at
You never
Sparta
seen
Praha.
fireworks like that, bro.
I really
Bandits.
do not care the atmosphere when they're down 3-0 after 15 minutes against Inter on the 22nd of January. It's
All right, boys, let's get down to business. The next team up, we are headed back to Italy. It is Inter Milano. Last year's loss to Atletico Madrid in the Champions League still leaves a bitter taste in the mouth of Interisti to this day. But will they be able to revenge that loss in this year's iteration of the Champions League?
36th.
35th.
honestly, this was and
Don't take these back, Caesar.
36.
Don't take it back. Cut it. That's making a cut. Making a cut.
Making a cut.
honestly, like we filled out every single game we put in our result for every single game, and I was surprised Inter ended 12th on my board.
That's way too low.
No, that's not low.
Way
They ended
too
up
low,
low-key.
bro.
As I said,
I had
Way too
Leipzig
low.
as my flop, but Inter low-key were up there too.
Millie. Man City L, Arsenal L, potentially. Bayer Leverkusen L. And you're already 11th.
Okay.
L is crazy, firms. L is crazy.
11th.
You know what
Respect
else is
Serie A
crazy?
football, bro.
You know what else is crazy?
What?
7th.
That's
Seventh's not bad.
That's fine.
Fair.
It's just, I thought you were about to say third or some shit.
I was close. Close. I had to move some teams around.
I had Inter at 9, so
That's I
as
think
a
that's
fan,
very
putting them at
respectable.
7 is
in that
is
top
fine.
10.
You guys just aren't that good.
Yeah, not that good. We just dominated the Europa League winners 4-0. That's all. Nothing crazy.
This is
You know,
true.
Varvar knows how to press
No,
some
respect
buttons,
Inter.
and today he's playing it like a keyboard. That's what he's doing.
Just ask Millie. Ask him about the United thing.
Oh my God, which part? Wait, which part is United in?
I can't find
There
them.
you go.
I can't find him. There we go. See, now I feel better.
Yeah.
No, but respect Inter. They're going to do well. Just 11th.
The injuries.
10th,
No,
actually,
but,
sorry,
but I'll
10th.
tell you
Top
why
10?
depth doesn't matter for Inter because the way they play, they barely get any injuries.
Sunday League styles, winning Scudetti, bro. Winning Coppa Italia.
Said he has
We are
cooked.
spending way too long on Inter Milan. What's the next team?
I agree. I think Inter's a small club. We shouldn't even be talking about them anyways. Honestly, 37th if I could. Next team up, though, is Shakhtar. Shakhtar Donetsk are mainstays in the Champions League, causing trouble for some of the top teams in all of Europe. Will the Ukrainian Giants put it all together to make it into the next rounds?
Shakhtar. They're not pumping out talent like they used to because back in the day, it kind of felt like every year there was one or two players from Shakhtar. You would say
You have Mudrik.
big clubs need to buy this brother
Well, it's
Willian.
usually Brazilians, and for some reason, I don't know the.
Fred.
I guess the
Respect
pipeline.
Fred.
But even the Ukrainians, they pump out. Like, these guys are ballers.
Yeah. they still got
Sudokov up next.
They had Mudrik.
They got. Yeah, I mean, but they don't have him right now.
I got them 27th. My
I have
brother.
them 26.
I don't see the crop as that good.
Crazy work.
Bro, they have an extremely easy line of fixtures, but if they had a more difficult one, I'd put them in the 30s. So 26 is actually nice, if anything.
I have them 27th. I think it's around there.
Millie, where do you have them?
Listen, just the way my table fell. Shakhtar, you are 15th.
Oh my god.
You're 15th. That's crazy
You know
work.
when Firm says at the beginning of auction videos when Varvar buys a shitty player, he goes, "Oh, you just lost the auction."
He just lost the
You
auction.
just lost the predictions, Millie.
When they finish 15th, bro.
So wait,
don't
he's not a
come chatting
hipster
to
right
me.
now?
No, that's
Call
not.
him a hipster.
Well, listen, that's
Call
just
him a hipster?
that's just the way that the cards
Millie,
fold. Bro.
you've gotten terminally hip.
Terminally hip. That's crazy work.
You need hip surgery.
You've come down with a case of hipster.
The
the
hip.
hip surgery. The hip shit.
You came down
The
with a case
hiccups.
of the hips.
Oh my goodness.
You've been affected.
Listen, it seems like you guys have them very low, but just the way my table fell, they are 15th. The next team up is Red Bull Salzburg. Red Bull Salzburg are a factory that makes some of the top talents in all of Europe. Haaland, Mane, and Szoboszlai are some of the recent players to make their way through their ranks. A new generation of ballers is fast approaching. Will the likes of Konate and co bring results for the club?
You guys better hope you pick up points in those first 5 games or 4 games, because after that, my brother, it's LLLL. Because
That's kind of true.
yeah, that's 23rd in my books.
It's around there. I got them 20th. They lost Pavlovic, who's a
20th.
beast.
I find that's a little high.
I have
They
20
lost
as well.
Sucic.
They lost
some-
Pavlovic, who's such a beast.
They actually lost a very good defender.
Such
They
a beast,
actually
bro. I
did.
can't even explain how good this guy is.
He would
bro.
actually be Manchester United best defender,
He'd
by the
be
way.
Manchester United's the best center back ever, I
Bro,
think.
if he joined Manchester United, you would be hyping him up,
Bro,
But
So much.
they did move a little bit deviously in the market. They got 2 young guys
yeah.
that couldn't get playing time.
Bajetic.
Bajetic
No,
and,
Bobby Clark.
And Clark.
Yeah, Bobby Clark's ass, but Bajetic, we still respect. If I got Millie to laugh, that must have been a good one. But Bajetic still got the streets. Barcelona was trying to get this guy on loan.
And Gadou from PSG, I think he's a youth player. But this is an interesting tactic that Salzburg does, is where they're buying a bunch of players that can't get play time
that's
at
what they do.
other people's academies, and then they're just going to produce them into...
Salzburg produces beasts. And Pavlovic is one of them.
Salzburg, welcome to 22nd place. You're going to make the playoff, though. So I think you're going to be okay for
Probably
now.
gonna knock out Milan.
But honestly,
We beat them 3-0, by the way.
the question was, do I put them over Milan?
And what was the answer?
question?
That was
was
the
the
question.
answer?
I had to really think about it, but I say, for the integrity of the video and box to box, I have to put them
When
over.
they sack Fonseca, they'll get better.
Anyways, let's go to the next team. The next team up is Slovan Bratislava.
Okay, we don't even need B-roll here. 36.
36. Yo, listen, Bratislava,
36.
very nice city. I'm not trying to disrespect no Bratislavians. Very nice city, but
The
36.
prize of the tournament, they made it to championship. They made it to the championship.
Respect Kuchka. Legendary
Yeah,
player.
Milan legend.
Milan legend. I got them
Yeah,
33rd.
Genoa legend.
Genoa legend as well, yes.
Yeah.
33rd is the right spot for them.
I'm not even gonna cap. I didn't even look up the roster or the results. This is a straight 36. I don't even give a
Goodness.
shit. These
Embarrassing,
brothers are
Respect
ass.
Baris Gyan. Baris Gyan. Guy looks like a baller.
Bratislava.
He is a baller.
He's a legend. The sport.
Bratislava is what the sport has to offer.
Bratislava.
Can't respect every team, bro. I'm disrespect.
Unsubscribed. You lost a
Unsubscribe.
loyal Bratislava follower here.
I was the 3rd follower ever, and when I saw this disrespect, I had to go.
Bratislava mentioned Ra.
Drip, bro. It's 30 minutes
Okay,
away from him.
let's
again.
go.
Bratislava, unfortunately, you're at the bottom, but now it's Liverpool. No Klopp, no problem. Liverpool have started the season in dominant fashion with consecutive wins. Will this carry over to the Champions League?
I don't want to overrate them. I don't want to overrate them because we say how 3 fixtures shouldn't change much for Barca, but I do have them at 5th.
Brother,
That's,
got them
that's
4th.
something.
Yeah, I don't know why.
They're there, bro. The feeling around them right now is like they're world beaters.
Because when we were typing in the fixtures and you go, like Vara was saying, you're going fixture by fixture, at the end, somehow they just pop out in 5th.
Firms, where do you add them?
I got them 6th.
Oh, when
they look
Vara's
really
keeping
good.
it last,
So are we predicting high or low?
2. I know it's 2.
No, this is like
Because if you said City was
Oh
City
my
was
god,
1
bro.
and
These
Real
guys
3.
these guys beat Manchester United once, 3-0.
and that's all I needed to see.
And now he's putting them first.
Because that was the barometer.
No, it's second place.
Second
Are you-
place.
Second.
Brother, there's Real Madrid and
Bro,
Manchester City there.
Liverpool are on a different level this year.
But do you understand that second
Trust
place?
me, it's giving me that Man City aura of when you play them, it's like you can't beat them.
But you
Bro,
know,
Bayern Munich.
requires not dropping points to anyone. The
Bro.
max you can do is a tie.
Bro, they have aura right now.
So-
I'm not gonna cap.
But you
They're playing Real.
They have aura, bro. All their players looking like it's ticking.
Why don't
And
you rate Barca?
because Barca shit.
Okay, Barca shit.
There we go.
Yeah.
Bro, I
Oh,
put
yeah.
Barca 5th. I put Barca 5th, bro.
2nd and 5th is quite the distance. I think.
Monstrous difference, in my opinion.
Just for a little rinky-dinky fucking win versus United.
That's what I'm saying. That's all it is. That's the
Not
barometer,
rinky-dinky.
apparently.
And just to add this in, because I have Liverpool finishing so high, obviously my player of the tournament is Mo Salah.
Fair.
It's my player of the tournament.
I see it. He's gonna ball out.
Fair.
Anyways, boys, let's head over to the next team. We're headed to Belgium. It is Club Brugge. Club Brugge is a hub for young talent. Players like ex-Barcelona wonderkid Ferran Jutla call Jan Breidel Stadium home. But will that inexperience lead them to their downfall or help them?
Club Brugge.
Club Brugge.
Club Brugge, shout out Nusa, that's gone, which is why.
And Thiago, their striker,
And yes.
who scored a bunch of goals.
Yeah.
And then joined Brentford and tore his ACL or
Yeah.
something right away,
Very
out for 4
unfortunate.
months.
It's unfortunate, but Club Brugge,
Very
27.
unfortunate. Hope you feel better.
27 is where they
27.
And
slotted
Wemo
him.
FPL owners
a little high.
are very happy right now.
Yeah.
I'm looking at these fixtures. These are tough for them.
Yeah,
I don't see them doing
31st.
good. 34th.
29.
34th?
34th.
Bro,
Fourth is crazy.
they lost their
respect
key
them, bro.
players.
There's
Respect.
a reason why they're in pot 2. I put them 31st, but there's a reason why they're in pot 2. It's because they usually do good in
Yeah.
European competitions.
No, it's because
last
they're
year.
good in Belgium.
No.
That's the only
No.
reason.
They're
Yes,
coefficient.
No,
they're pulling up.
coefficient is how you did in the past in European
Don't
competitions.
care. They're pulling up with Skov Olsen. That's not enough.
Bro, Skov Olsen walks into Milan starting 11.
Skov Olsen walks into Manchester United's right wing. That's for sure. Actually, better than every right wing that Manchester United has. I'm not even gonna cap.
Boys, we are a little too harsh on Club Brugge. They are a massive team in Belgium. The next
There's
team up.
no way that we did like 10 seconds of just yelling your players are shit and then we...
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
Welcome to Box to Box, brother.
Yeah, that's literally what.
Welcome to Box to Box. Glad you could join.
What are you're about to talk about the fucking Zugakis and fucking Ugago that fucking just joined
Yeah.
making the.
does he expect?
You think I am?
They lost. They lost
Think I am.
Zinger Nagel and El
Doesn't even have
Bukhari.
Belgian league on it. You expect me to watch
Bro,
that shit?
transfers out. Zingengaru, bro, Nusa and El Bukamiri, bro.
You want to talk about the inverted wing backs or what? I don't
Moasa,
understand.
Mursik.
Bro, that sounds like a name generated by FM 2,127. You're a Bro, who do you think I am?
Bro, their own
There's
fans
no
don't know these
one
transfers.
Making the cut.
Club Brugge, unfortunately, seems like we're a little rough on you guys. Let's see what you guys could do in the Champions League. The next team up is Zvezda Zvezda. With FIFA legend Silas Wamangatuka on the roster, Kverna Zvezda, excuse my pronunciation, look like a fun team to watch. Will we see them in the playoffs?
Pronunciation spot on as per
Now,
usual.
Zvezda 31.
bro, that's high.
That is-
Last year,
Bro, 31 is a high, bro.
That's not
bro,
right.
last year, we all put Zvezda in last place, and I feel like that was one of the clubs that commented the most on our
Yep.
page. Now, I'm going to respect you a bit more this year. I'm going to put you 33rd.
I'm putting you 33rd as well.
Last year, if it was a league format, I probably would have put you last in the entire
That's
thing.
low-key disrespectful. I got them 31st, brother. These guys pulling numbers.
I got 35. They got numbers in
If
the
you put,
stands.
yeah, if you put the ultras on the field, they win every game.
I can't even find them on the app, bro. I'm typing in letters over here.
Stuff to write.
My keyboard thinks it's auto-correcting.
Bandit FC at Zvezda Zvezda, bro. These guys are scary to play.
Listen, shout out Red Star. They do have a Champions League. So there is some Champions League blood in
Big
their
dons.
veins. But currently, I haven't watched the match recently. I haven't been able to tune in. I don't know, my TV's been broken, so
The times don't really, they don't line up
it's always
here.
in the middle of the night or the
Games are
morning.
at 2 a.m., 3
Yeah.
a.m. Unfortunately, we have to stick to the highlights. But boys, I guess we have them in the 30s. The next team up is Stade Brestois. Finishing third in a difficult leaguer, Stade Brestois got themselves into the Champions League and are now playing with the big boys for the first time in their history. Will these underdogs make their mark in the new Champions League?
Now, they play in a top 5 league, yes, but they're ass. So, 32nd.
Great analysis, Barber, as always on the Box to Box.
How do you own a podcast for football?
show entertainment
A whole
business?
show.
Brother, this is high ball knowledge right here.
Bro, they barely sold anyone. They finished third in Ligue 1 last season. They brought in more talent. I know they're not major signings, but they brought in more players, more depth. So in what makes you think that a team like Stade Brestois is going to be below like Lille? Are they below
Brother,
Lille?
their star player is Lise Malou.
Shout out Lise Malou, bro. He got them to third in Ligue 1.
That's rough. That's rough work. Listen, I got them 28th. I think they're in that mix, but brother, call it a day.
They're in that get destroyed mix.
I got 25th though.
Their story was nice to see last year.
All it takes is a draw in preseason against Juve for Palace to start rating your team.
Listen,
Oh
bro, they
my
were balling
God.
in that game. Shout out
They were
Nuremberg
balling.
too.
Anyways,
Shout out Nuremberg.
28
They ain't in
for
the
me.
Champions League. Don't worry.
No,
Ain't
but
gonna
they
be talking about
tied
them.
Juve too.
Brother, Nuremberg's a racetrack, bro. It's barely a football club.
Nuremberg Ring, brother. I guess we're gonna need to see if Stade Brestois could keep that form that they did last season in Ligue 1. The next team up is Arsenal.
New year, same expectations for Arsenal. The Premier League runners-up are expected to do well in this year's Champions League with additions like Mikel Merino and Riccardo Calafiori. Will they be able to live up to them though?
In my personal opinion, they're in that Atletico Madrid mold that in Champions League they're very difficult to beat, but I think that they'll struggle picking up consistent points in Champions
They
League.
struggled last year.
With the depth signings that we're making, like
Merino, Calafiori.
yeah, you should not be struggling versus these teams if you want to achieve Champions Leagues one day and if you want to be considered a Man City competitor.
I don't know.
In my opinion, I'm being harsh, but it's a team I support anyway. So I have them third right now just because it's optimistic, but I have them third right now. Look at the fixtures though. Look at the fixtures. Considering they're playing the champagne football that they've been playing, teams like
This is champagne football. 4 center backs in champagne football.
This is
Bro, if Arteta was English, we would be calling him the biggest of
Bro, you can't say that on YouTube, unfortunately.
Beep, beep, beep.
beep beep. That's a lot of beeps in that one, Varva. I'm not gonna lie. Personally, I have to give Arsenal their flowers. I think they'll definitely lose against Inter. That's 100%.
Excuse me?
They'll definitely lose against Inter.
That's a matchup of the century.
That's a matchup
Millie,
of my
call me
life.
when you came back to Earth.
Don't worry. I'm already here. Anyways, I have them fifth. I have them fifth or top 5.
They're shaky. As we saw with Sporting, as we saw in the
Bayern.
past, Bayern. These
year,
guys
they
are
did
not
not
built
win
for
their
Champions
league.
League.
They did not win their league. They did not win their group convincingly.
Brother, you were 1 kick away from getting out to Porto. 1 kick.
So more mature team?
I mean,
More mature, as in more ass.
Where's Manchester United on this?
there it is.
Not here. But with what I heard from you guys, this is my flop of the tournament. I got them 9th.
I got them 7th.
I think it's all respectable. They're in the top 10.
I actually like box-to-box fans. I gotta be honest, how much I struggle. I have this guy that despises Arsenal for I don't know what reason, and this guy despises Juve, and I know why he despises Juve. But I
they're so
struggle.
easy to
I
beat.
struggle.
Ass.
There will be a lot of debating when Arsenal play in the Champions League over at Box to Box. Make sure to stay tuned for that. The next team up is Young Boys. We're heading to Switzerland.
Swiss Giants Young Boys find themselves in the Champions League for yet another season. With legendary wins in the past against clubs like Manchester United, will they be able to repeat this against some of the Giants of today?
The things that might happen to young boys in this tournament should be considered illegal.
You really waited for it to say
Very
something like that. Hey,
Melly, what country does Young Boys play in?
Switzerland.
You know ball.
Respect.
Of course I know ball. Do you know how many friendlies Inter plays against Young Boys?
Is it because they beat Manchester United?
That too. I make sure to watch that one.
Yeah, that was a good watch.
I think
was
they're
a
from
great
Bern.
watch.
Bern in Switzerland.
I don't know.
I don't know, but the things that Barcelona and Inter are going to do to these young boys is should not be televised.
Var
30th.
35th.
33rd.
32nd.
We're rough. It's rough. It's rough.
It is
for
what
the
it
Young
is, bro.
Boys.
It is a shame because they kind of did beat the odds by getting here. They beat Galatasaray to get here, which
Over 2 legs, beating Galatasaray is to
that means
qualify
you've
for
proven that you
Champions
deserve to be here.
Yeah,
'Cause you
Galatasaray
beat-
didn't have Osimhen.
Yeah.
So,
Well, they had
But they had Icardi.
Batshuayi.
Icardi.
They had Batshuayi and Icardi.
Who's Batshuayi in this game?
yeah, who is Batshuayi?
Batshuayi is like a Turkish league icon.
Yeah, he's been in every club
Starts for
possible.
Milan.
No.
Starts for Milan for sure.
100%.
Icardi better.
I think it's a little bit tough that I put them 35th, but to be fair, it's unfortunate. They're actually suffering from success because they always win their league so dominantly that we can never gauge how they're doing from season to season because they just win. Whether it's a shit season or a good season,
That is facts.
they just win anyways. Like they won last season with a 12-point gap to second place. I don't know if that's amazing.
Shout
for
out
Young Boys or
Lugano, by
bad.
the way.
Yeah, shout out Lugano.
Unfortunately, Young Boys, you are eliminated from the Champions League in our predictions. The next team up, we're headed back to England. It is Aston Villa.
Aston Villa have spent big this summer with signings like Onana and Maatsen joining their already impressive group of players that they have assembled. But this is the first time Villa Park has seen CL football in a while. How will it treat them?
Okay. Now, this might have been... I know I said Sporting surprise of the tournament, but this... It was between Aston Villa and Sporting, to be honest, because...
Don't be a hipster.
Brother, if you
I'll
have-
let you guys say it first. I'll let you guys say
there's
it
no
first.
way you have them top 10.
He's a prem
head.
hipster.
Yeah, prem hipster.
You guys
Prem
say
head.
it first.
Because the fixtures that we're looking at here are not that not all of them are really that difficult.
They got blessed.
If you're gonna be optimistic, now's a good time to be optimistic for Villa. I got them at 14th. I think losing the Douglas Luiz, all that stuff. I mean, you replace them with
You got better.
Onana.
they got
Onana, who's
Maatsen. They
even
got Onana, Maatsen. Like it's a pretty solid core. I got them at 14th.
And you factor in Unai Emery, a coach that knows how to play in this competition. I got them 12th.
Yep.
Listen, I had to listen. Just a disclaimer. I had to move my table around a little bit to make these fit. But Aston Villa, you are 13th on my table.
Yeah, I think I have them doing the best performance a pot 4 team has ever done in Champions League. I got them 4th.
You are actually, there's a reason why.
No,
Thank
listen,
God
listen,
this is
can
near the
we
end of the
listen?
video.
Can we listen?
Because
Nobody's
this is
gonna be watching
crazy.
this.
Can we listen? I went through result by result, and I saw them getting a result every single
Okay.
game. I actually had them undefeated.
They're losing against Bayern. They're not beating Bayern.
I had them drawing Bayern.
Drawing Leipzig.
Drawing Bayern. Bro,
Even
Leipzig,
Juventus.
Bro, Leipzig schaaf.
Bro.
Sometimes you gotta just sit back and
Juventus is schaaf, bro.
whatever floats
Facts.
your boat. That's
Bro.
crazy.
And they're playing Bayern at home, Juventus at home.
Bro, what is playing Aston Villa at home do to me, bro? I'm looking at a bunch of what, bro? There's like Aston Villa at
Literally,
home.
your star midfielder who joined this summer came from Aston Villa.
What does that have to do with the fact
And they
that
replaced
Aston
him with someone
Villa,
better.
What does that have to do with the fact that Aston Villa at home is not a daunting task?
Bayern shivering in their boots, playing at Villa Park. Bro, goodness gracious.
Playing Bayern at home is a daunting.
Yes.
is a
Bro,
daunting
Villa
away
Park's
game.
bigger than San Siro.
You do not know ball. And factor in Ollie Watkins has not been good.
Okay, no,
He needs to start
Duran,
scoring.
okay,
No.
but you as bad as Ollie Watkins has been, Duran has been
Bro,
equally
Duran
as
is
good. so-
scaff
Well,
compared to
Bro,
Ollie
Duran
Watkins
is
in his
gonna,
prime.
I can't believe it, bro.
Bro,
Duran's
you
gonna be the
make
best
one
striker of
FPL
our
pickup and
generation.
all of a sudden, oh
Duran
my
is,
god,
I didn't even pick him in FPL, but
Oh my
Duran is the
God.
R9 regen.
Bro,
Oh,
Watkins.
there we go. Clip that. Clip City. Clip City.
14th.
We are now down to the final team in our Champions League predictions, and it is last year's CL finalists. It is Borussia Dortmund. Last year's Champions League finalist Dortmund made a bold call this summer by sacking their manager that brought them to the final. But will their new coach, Nuri Sahin, be able to match last season's performance?
Before we get into the last team, if you are still here, we thank you because
Because you're goated.
this has been a long recording and I'm sure it's not that short of a video. So if you still got here, respect.
Respect. But Borussia Dortmund, boys, they did get Sahin. They replaced Terzic. So I don't know. I think they're kind of cooking.
I think
but
Klopp is next, bro.
back
Did
to
you, see, did
Dortmund.
you see Klopp at Dortmund training?
No, I haven't.
Well,
went
no,
just
he
for-
was coaching a charity
Yeah,
match.
I know, but he's still in the building.
That
Is
black
Sir
and yellow
Alex
fits him.
Ferguson coming back to Manchester United?
That would
he's
be
just
very
looking at
good.
their downfall in front of his eyes.
Yeah.
That's a different story.
I don't know.
By the
Klopp
way,
was looking good in yellow and black.
Look how they
Klopp
massacred my boy.
Klopp was looking good in red and black. Red and black, black and yellow.
Black and yellow.
Black and yellow, black
and
and yellow.
yellow, black and
All this to say, Dortmund, you're still shit. Yeah, I had you shit last year. You're still shit 14th.
How is that
Harsh.
shit? That's
Still
actually pretty good.
shit.
What?
I got them
Pretty shit.
15th. I don't think that's shit.
So this is Loki, one of my shocks of the tournament. I got them at 8.
That is very high.
No, because look at who they're playing, because that's very important this season. We wanna just put teams where we think they are basically a big power ranking.
Yeah,
but
but-
unless, like Club Brugge, Celtic, Dynamo,
Yeah, that's fair.
Shakhtar, like those are all wins.
But they should be wins. For Dortmund, they should be wins.
For Dortmund, yes, but domestically last year they weren't that good.
Yes.
So what gives you this?
But they were good in
change
Champions
now?
League.
Yeah, but,
But this is not the same Champions League that we know.
But they played a group in Champions League.
yeah, but
which
the
they
thing about-
topped.
They
They
did not.
topped the group of death.
They did not play good in that group.
They still
Yeah.
topped.
Three
PSG
other
was
teams
better.
didn't play
Milan
good in
was
that group
better.
Either.
Don't
Milan was not better.
Milan was better.
They were so good that they got knocked out of the group.
And they finished
Congratulations,
last.
bro.
Forget knocked out. They finished last in the group. Milan.
No, Newcastle did, brother.
Newcastle.
What's Champions League?
No, Newcastle did.
That was his dark horse, by the way.
No, it wasn't.
Dark horse.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
It was?
Yes, it
Guys,
was.
I'm embarrassing.
You are.
I'm shameless.
Dortmund, for me, I'll put you 11th. I think you have the possibility of getting into that top 10, but more often than not, I think you're going to be in that bottom half. 11, not too shabby. Boys, we are finally done our Champions League predictions.
This year was tougher than others because it was so all over the place, but we hope we tried to make it organized for you guys.
Yep.
And if you're still watching, thank you again. As well, check out the Patreon like we said at the beginning. And aside from that, we will see you guys next week.
I'm going 36 for 36.
No, you're not.